Let's jump into this. This is have you heard about this? Justin Trudeau's hot mic thing. It might have been all just a setup.
It wouldn't
survive. Kind of what
survive.
I figured right away, but it seems like the
Oh yeah, I think
it's calling him out on that.
While President Trump fixes our southern border.
Is it echoing?
Yep.
Okay, I think I've caught. Now at least I could catch it. You know, most of the time. Let's try this again. Okay, toggle that off there. And let's try this again.
Our neighbors to the north are really worried that the U.S. will annex Canada. Listen to what Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said in a hot mic moment.
Trump has it in mind that one of the easiest ways of doing that is absorbing our country. And it is a real thing in my conversation with him.
All right, well,
That was Trudeau, for people who couldn't hear it, talking about Trump and it being a real thing, the 51st state, and his conversations with Trump.
Seems like this has been bothering Trudeau for quite a while now, because here's what he said last month.
I started to suggest, well, maybe there could be a trade for Vermont or California for certain parts. He immediately decided that it was.
Where do you think that would be?
What would be?
Vermont or California? What's he giving up?
Canada.
No. He's trading states for provinces is what he's doing.
Alberta, Saskatchewan, maybe.
Alberta, baby. Even they don't want us.
Not that funny anymore, and we moved on to a different conversation. So this isn't out of the blue that he's doing this.
Well, certainly not out of the blue, because in fact, Trump did double down on his efforts to annex Canada. Let's take a listen.
Is it a real thing?
Yeah, it is. I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state, because we lose $200 billion a year with Canada, and I'm not going to let that happen. It's too much. Why are we paying $200 billion a year, essentially in subsidy to Canada? Now, if they're a 51st state, I don't mind doing it.
And this just took place today. That was Brett Baer's sit down with President Trump. That took place at 3 o'clock Eastern ahead of the big game today. Guy, we know that Trump's a believer in manifest destiny. He is quite the businessman. What is your take on, the fact that he is now doubling down on his maybe attempts to annex Canada?
Yeah, I mean, respectfully, it's not a real thing. We're not going to annex a sovereign country. Canada is a proud country. It's an ally of ours. Now, if this is a very aggressive negotiating tool and threat sort of hanging over ongoing negotiations over the tariffs or what have you, maybe I probably wouldn't do it that way myself. But Trump has, of course, his own way of doing things. I have another theory here, by the way. I'm not sure that was an accidental hot mic moment from Justin Trudeau. I think Trudeau knows exactly what's happening, and he wants to pump the threat of an annexation of Canada because he believes that can help his party. They have been floundering in the polls. They've been down for a year and a half to the Conservatives by 20 points. But the idea that maybe scary Trump from the U.S. would try to overthrow Canadian sovereignty could be this political lifeline to the political left in Canada. And I think that's why he's going to hype this. There's a political advantage potentially there for the Liberals up in Canada to use that threat.
It seems to be working, honestly.